if we can go back and if I were able somehow to insulate you with a pro-marriage, pro-relationship community, do you think you still would have actually gone through a divorce?
Not that time. Yeah, no, I the truth about the matter is that if I had different people in my ear at that time, I would not have made that decision. No,
Wow.
I wouldn't. And that's the truth. I try my very best at this point in my life to be what I didn't have in that moment. Um, because I think that I was women were like, I'm an extremely emotional person. People that know me know that about me. I'm the kind of person that like, okay, I feel so strong, and I can ruminate. I can get so lost in my thoughts. I know a lot of women are like that. Like we're a lot, not all of us, right? But some of us are. Just like a lot of men can be like that. But I know women specifically, there will be moments where they'll be like, I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I can't stand this. He don't do this. He don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. And we're just focusing on these things.
All right. So, for those of you that are not familiar, that is Samantha Lee. Samantha Lee is Tyrese's ex-wife who recently divorced him and took him to court for child support and so on and so forth. She was recently on a podcast called Hardly Initiated, where she said that if she had to do it all over again and she had a different community of people around her, she would not have filed for divorce. So my question is, considering everything that you guys have just communicated to me on the last segment or the last question, is basically, well, hold on, let me pull this. She says she shouldn't have left the relationship or left the marriage. I want to know y'all thoughts about that in a general sense first before we deep dive into it. I want to know y'all thoughts on her retroactively or looking back at the situation and saying, I wouldn't have left if I had to do it all over again. What are your thoughts on that?
I think
that's
she
probably
finally started taking accountability. Oh, I'm sorry. Go, Quentin.
He's letting you go, Miss K.
Oh, I'm saying I think she's got to the point to where she realized that she's taking accountability for her decision and she did not have the right people in her ear to help her be pro marriage. And I do believe that's really important. Even when you have in a relationship or a marriage, you have to have somebody in your life that's going to be for marriage. You can't as first of all, I think she was on the phone with her lawyer. So at the end of the day, her lawyer was looking at that bag like, okay, you going through all this, you don't need to be with him no more. Just go ahead and file for divorce. I'm gonna charge you this, that. The lawyer didn't have her best interest at heart anyway. The lawyer was looking at it like, okay, I'm about to get this divorce going on, I'm about to catch a check. They wasn't looking at the totality of the situation, and she had nobody on her side telling her you need to really weigh out your options. Is this really worth walking away from? I don't think she had the right people in her ear, and she's looking at it like, dang, I lost a good one. And a lot of people was clowning Tyrese. I don't believe Tyrese was the problem after that, because it takes a lot for you to come out and say what she said. So I think she was really she had a bunch of yes men's in her ear, and that's the worst thing you can have in a relationship or a marriage. People who are condoning your mess. You have to have some people in your ear that's gonna be like, nah, you wrong, Cassandra. Nah, you should have did that better. You should never said that. Nah, you thinking wrong. You gotta have people in your ear that's gonna give it to you raw and that's gonna make you walk away. Everybody don't not for marriage. And you have to make sure you have to make sure you have the right people in your corner, that if you are having issues in your marriage, you can pick up the phone and they're gonna hold you accountable, but they also gonna be like, you gotta make sure you make it work. You in it. But she didn't have that. So I think she feel bad that she did not have that. And if she was to do everything over, I don't think she would have divorced him. It's just really, you got to just be mindful of who in your ear when you with somebody.
I mean,
Anybody else?
I think that's good and all, but with everything that's happened also with Tyrese, you got to think about a lot of stuff that this caused. I mean, now he's getting hit with a lawsuit, so a lot of this stuff is caused by her, and now it's like now I'm saying I'm coming out with this. It's like back in the day, the OG grandmas would give you the real advice. So now everybody depends on these fake friendships, and they really don't have no real standard to tell them real stuff and tell them the truth. They just kind of just comfortable and just being yes man. And now you done lost your marriage and now you're regretting it. And at this point, Tyrese probably not finna, double back because of all of what's going on and how much he's lost friendships and business partners and all those types of things. And now, like I said, he's getting hit with a lawsuit. So you got to look at all of that.
Mm. Anybody else?
I think. Oh, go ahead, Charlene.
Oh no, Tyrese really loved her. I mean, I watched the segment and say that he didn't know you do nothing. He's at that point where he really loved her. And to be honest, I was taught, don't let everybody in your marriage or relationship, don't let outsiders know what's going on inside your marriage. The marriage is supposed to be for one, not this person, that person, and that person. Not everybody should know. And she should have had the right people in her ears. But at the same time, it's like, even with the right people, you still shouldn't tell them what's going on in your marriage. You shouldn't tell them, oh, this is what me and my husband's going through. Because even with the right people, they can still look at you and still expect you for your downfall, even though they may be the right people.
Carrie, do you agree with that?
No, I don't. I would say that they therefore aren't the right people.
What part don't you agree with?
I don't agree that you shouldn't talk to other people about your marriage. I think that you should be very cautious of who you talk to, and I think that it should be it should be very protected and small, and it should be from people who have what you are attempting to get within your marriage. So not a single friend, not somebody who's twice divorced and still single, not somebody whose marriage you wouldn't want to be in yourself, not, so
what about not outside sources? What about people that are close to you though?
I don't go, I learned a long time ago that the notion of like, cause you're my friend, cause you're family, I can just come talk to you. That I learned long before I was even married not to do that. So I'm not one of those people who are like, I'll just go to my sisters or go, you know what I'm saying? That's
I think y'all agree more than y'all disagreeing though, because I think that what Charlene is saying, and correct me if I'm wrong, what Charlene is basically saying is don't have outside people in your marriage, specifically like friends, family, and stuff like that. I think both of y'all are agreeing on that. Carrie, were you differentiating yourself as saying it's okay to seek insight and information, but it has to be based off of the quality of the person that you're seeking insight from, not necessarily people that's just close to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Queen, do you agree with that or you disagree with any of this? What are your thoughts about Tyrese and Samantha Lee and what she said about the fact that she should not have left her relationship? Or if she had to do it again, she would not leave.
My thoughts are that's a warning shot, and that just shows that you have it all. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm still on an engagement high. When you get this, babe, what I did for this, woo,
what did you do for it? Tell us.
It's none. Listen, I got it.
You brought it up, and now you're telling us it's none of our business. How you gonna bring it up and tell us it's none of our business?
I'm just telling you, I feel like I'm. When he got the Infinity Stones, and like. You know what I'm saying? Like he felt like
when Thanos got the Infinity Stones that he snapped off half of the whole world. But I'm okay. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel a little energized right now.
But
all she was saying is, I think, dang, like she had it and she lost it. And now she's looking back like, I wish I had it. And it's just a testimony of, like make sure you really evaluate, again, going back to what all the ladies are saying, who you have in your corner, because that could really make or break you. And like you are your circle. And especially when, let's be honest, it's Tyrese, the high profile, all that. She had the man, she messed that up and she regrets it. And it's just a lesson to just.
Do you think that women regret it because of the fact that they then become lonely or they don't get the quality that they thought was available out there, like maybe a Tia Mowry? Or do you think that they regret it because they actually thought that he was a good guy? Because it's two different things, right?
I
When you
agree.
leave a
Well,
situation,
I think she regretted.
hold on,
because
wait,
she
wait.
wasn't
Let
the
me add
guy.
the context. Let me add the context before y'all answer. Because it's a difference between a woman regretting it because she now lonely
Right.
and she thought that there was
Right.
something better out there, versus a woman saying that I regret leaving it because they were a good person, right?
No, I don't.
The monkey branch and they missed the branch versus a person saying that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering, what do y'all think about it from that perspective?
Tia,
I think that she has to. I think she has to go to the streets to find out that she had a good. That's what it is. You go hang out and you see a bunch of niggas, and he was like, "Oh, that nigga loved me," type of shit.
They never find the same quality in another man.
I
So
think
then they start
And
regretting.
Excuse my language.
I just think her actions prove who she was as a woman because they weren't married that long. She was quick to just X him out and just got rid of him, like you said. I don't know what she thought, but to me, it seemed like a bag. Like she tried to just get a bag out of Tyrese. I don't feel like it was genuine. I just think to end the marriage, like the way she did it, and she was going on a campaign to ruin him, and then now it's like, dang, I messed up. I think it was all because it was Tyrese. If it was not Tyrese and his status, it's his lifestyle, because no average man can provide to the lifestyle that Tyrese can. I don't care how fine he is. I don't care about none of that. There's only so many men that's gonna put you in a mansion. You ain't gotta work. You around celebrities. You living it up in LA or wherever. You ain't gonna.
Well, I mean, it's possible, but you're a baby mama though now. So who wants a baby
That's
mama?
a rare breed to get that. I feel like. And
I think it's a combination. I mean, I'm not going to X out the fact that it was Tyrese, but she also walked away from him. So I mean, it couldn't have held that much weight since she did. I mean, she doesn't have him just because she has this epiphany. But I do agree that probably has some weight. I think that Anton, yes, I do think that she is like, yo, that was a good one. And I think the fact that he has moved on in a relationship, I think the way that he has now come out and expressed all of what's happened, and you can still tell that he has love for her. Like when you hear him talk, he has been impacted. But he's also moving forward. I think as a woman, that's strength. That's seeing a man of strength. That's attractive. So I think that she has.
How come he wasn't attractive when she was with him though?
Huh?
Why don't you think that he was attractive when she was with him though?
No, I don't think that he wasn't attractive to her. I mean, that she wasn't attractive to him when she was with him. I'm just saying that I think that even the way that he has handled the situation between them, even though he's not thrown her under the bus, but shared his story, I could see where she's also sitting back watching him doing his interviews and like, damn, he's got a point. Or dang, he's like, listen to how he's explaining that, or because she was with him. So I just think that all of those things all together caused her to take a step back. And I went and I listened to some of her videos. She seems like she is pretty transparent. Like, I don't think that she came to this conclusion to try to get attention, or I think she's genuinely saying, y'all, yeah, I effed up. Essentially, I effed up.